Hello and welcome to my channel Close to the Edge. My name is Pat. We'll be talking about all things prog rock, classic rock, heavy rock, and maybe even a sticker rock. Stick around, you never know. Today I'm going to do a video on one album in particular. This album is reckoned by many to be the greatest prog album ever recorded. It was released in 1972 by one of the greats of the progressive rock genre. And the album I'm speaking about is the name of my channel actually, Close to the Edge by Yes. And we're going to delve into this album. Is it overrated? Some people say it is overrated. Is it a masterpiece? Is it the greatest? Well, let's see. That's only my opinion. As somebody said on one of my recent videos, what would I know? I'm only a nobody on YouTube. That's what they said. Whoever you are, everybody is somebody. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. Doesn't matter whether you have 200 subscribers or 2 million subscribers. Doesn't matter. Everyone's opinion is valid. And I read all the comments. And I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you very, very much for subscribing and liking. And hopefully I'll get some more. If I do, I do. And if I don't, I don't. That's the way it is. But anyway, let's talk about this album. Released, I said, in 1972 by Yes. And this had the classic lineup, my favourite lineup, and I think the best lineup. And you had the amazing John Allison on vocals, one of the greatest, not many better than him. You had Chris Squire on bass guitar and backing vocals, Steve Howe on guitar and backing vocals, Rick Wakeman on keyboards, and Bill Bruford on drums. I think this five were the ultimate lineup in Yes. And they brought out his album Close to the Edge. Now I was reading that Bill Bruford said that they were putting bits together out in all hours of the morning, tweaking this and tweaking that. Well, whatever they did it right, because there's only 3 tracks on it. First side has Close to the Edge, second side And You and I, and the second track is Siberian Catru. Like, where can you go wrong? I have first heard this album, I would say back in the early 80s, I'm not quite sure. I went out and bought it myself. None of the rest of the lads I was hanging around with had the album, so I went down, took a chance and bought this album. And it blew me away, blew my boat. Blew my fucking boat, to be absolute, excuse my language. But it did. But let's delve into it. And I'm not going to be super analytic with this. I don't have the words like some do here on YouTube. It's just my honest, everyday opinion. First track, Close to the Edge, is broken up into 4 parts. But it's one track, but there's 4 parts of it. The solid time of change, it starts off very slowly. You barely hear it at the very start, and then gets louder and louder, and builds and builds and builds. And when John Allison starts singing on that, it's just unbelievable. You can hear the guitars, bass, drums, keyboards, unbelievable. And then it goes into Total Mass Retain, and it flows. I know they stuck it together, but it flows so much, and Total Mass Retain is absolutely superb part of it. Couldn't tell you what the lyrics are about. Haven't got a clue. Honestly, haven't. I don't think he knew what he was writing. But they go with the music. It just works. Total Mass Retain is absolutely stunning. Brilliant, brilliant guitar work and drums again. Then it goes into the lull of the track. I get up, I get down. And it's actually beautiful. Like the singing here by John Anderson is just, it's astronomical. It's just it's unbelievable. And then it goes into the Seasons of Man, where you hear Rick Wakeman coming in with those fast keyboards and flying through them, and the drumming, the guitar, bass, singing. Like, it's just perfect. A perfect end to a perfect track, in my very, very humble opinion. That's the first side, close to the edge. Second side, I have the lyric sheet here from the LP. 2 tracks on this side. You have And You and I, and you have Siberian Catru. Now, And You and I is just an amazing track. I just need to take a cup of coffee here. The old throat is smoking too many, you know what, cigarettes, as they say. And You and I is just a pure class track. Pure class. It's a very mellow track. Acoustic guitar on it. Builds ever so slowly. And it's just killer. Killer. And no filler. Someone said that once. I don't know who said it, but someone did. Excuse me. And this has 3 parts. It has Chord of Life, Eclipse, and the Preacher, the Teacher. I love the Preacher, the Teacher part. You know, it's the lyrics. What do they mean? What do they mean? Couldn't tell you. But absolutely superb singing. And it flows. What can one say? The last track then, Siberian Catru. What a closer. What a closer. Just, it's rocking. It's rocking prog. Get you going. The bass work on it is amazing. The keyboard work on it is amazing. Everything on that track is utterly amazing. Now, is this album the greatest prog album of all time? Is it? Well, I think it's one of them. Because it's very hard to define the greatest, because it all comes down to subjective opinion. And that's what music is. You can't base it on anything factual. Like if you were saying a certain colour is a colour, it's red. That's a fact. It's red. But music is so subjective, because you get people come along and say, oh no, this album is better than that album is better than that album. Yeah, in your opinion, you love that album. But I think this is one of the greatest prog albums of all time. And it's sad in many respects, because progressive rock died, in my opinion, in the 80s. It died completely. It has come back in bits and bobs here and there, but it'll never ever reach the zenith of the 70s, either by Yes, King Crimson, Gentle Giant, Genesis, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, etc. All those great progressive rock bands in the 70s. And back in the early 70s, people didn't call it progressive rock, call it just rock. But it is all rock, really. You know, they just want to pigeonhole it and put these, you know, you're over there, and you're in the middle. And it's basically an English thing, really, progressive rock, from the United Kingdom. Now, I know there's a lot of brilliant Italian bands, Spanish bands, German bands, and American bands. Of course, you have the Genius Zappa. All those, but it died in the 80s. It died. It really did, unfortunately. But anyway, what do you think? Do you think this is the greatest progressive rock album of all time, or one of them. And let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, please do like it and subscribe and hit that notification bell for all those notifications. And whatever you're doing, I hope you enjoy your day and stay safe. And it's nice to be nice. Be nice. Very nice to be nice. And hopefully I'll see you very, very soon for another video on here on my channel, Close to the Edge. And bye bye.